Shalom, brothers and sisters. Shalom. Boker Tov, good morning. Yom Tov, good day. Giving honor and praise to the creator of heaven and earth. My name is Yeshaya Yisrael of the tribe of Dan of the nation of Israel. This particular teaching, if you want to call it that, it's more so of a presentation, is to promote the business of our people as well as to promote more good self-esteem of our people. So, without any further ado, brothers and sisters, let us get into this particular situation at hand. Next slide. From some wise people, we want to use the laser pointer in this particular regard. Never reward bad behavior or apologize when you aren't wrong for peace sake. Now, the reason why I asked the brother Salazar if I can use his particular Facebook post on this particular presentation is because I wanted to sit there and get a point across about enthusiasm. Now, if you are brothers and sisters dealing in the aspect of being enthused or interested in something, promotion of something, wanting something to be known for either educational, enlightenment, or even entertainment purposes, you never reward those kind of things when it's done negatively or bad. So that's why I wanted to use it when the brother said, never reward bad behavior or apologize when you aren't wrong for peace sake. So if a person is in the wrong, you don't sit there and entertain that by apologizing for your good or right deed just because that person wants to remain in the wrong. Now, let's go on. She considereth a field and buyeth it. With the fruit of her hand, she planteth a vineyard. Solomon, Judah. Let's say Solomon, Judah. It's talking about King Solomon that you read of in the Bible. She stretcheth out her hand to the poor, yea, she reacheth forth her hands to the needy. Solomon, Judah. Now, this right here is also, brothers and sisters, in regards to having enthusiasm and the fact of what can happen when someone is enthused to do something. When someone is showing support in something, as in the case when it speaks about the pious or the women of virtue in Proverbs 31, as I cited there, when somebody is supporting something, brothers and sisters, it makes the person who is supported, if the person is worthy of being supported, enthused and interested in even furthering on. That's one of the reasons why on this channel I try to promote, as it says, black businesses, so we could begin to see that there are those that will support one another. Next slide. Sometimes people try to destroy you precisely because they recognize your power, not because they don't see it, but because they see it and they don't want it to exist. From Yenatan. This is a brother who's a friend of mine on Facebook. Now look at this right here, brothers and sisters. When it speaks about there are people out there who want to try to destroy you. When you're dealing in your own business, as the saying goes, and it's not a bad saying when you get right down into it, about, quote, minding your business. That means that you are handling your business. There's nothing wrong with that, brothers and sisters. And in that particular case, there are those who may see that you have a power within that and will try to destroy it, but you don't let that person do so. Give you a personal example without trying to make anyone feel away or uncomfortable. Years ago, I remember doing a Hebrew presentation online, right? And while I was doing it, I kept on getting call after call after call after call after call from somebody. They saw that a person was willing to sit there and go on the internet or go on social media and try to be a light in regards to wanting to show brothers and sisters things about Hebrew. So instead of that person contacting me after they knew the presentation was done, they wanted to try to destroy it by trying to contact while it was going on, which was very disrespectful. Brothers and sisters, just as of last year, years after that particular situation, I wrote a Hebrew book. See, that's the problem when you have people who want to try to destroy what you're trying to do when you're not doing anything negative at that, because they see the power that you have already within you and they want to try to stifle or hinder it. They're not going to try to take the authority in a position that he or she may have and grow within it. They rather stop you as opposed to grow themselves. That's the kind of person that you cut off in order for your growth. You understand? Just like when they take a biopsy in the medical world and they find out something is cancerous, they cut that part off and don't allow that to sit there and destroy everything else. So this is just something we want to point out on the other side about that particular aspect. Let's go on, if you will. Atia's Cuisine. Look up on Facebook. Now that's a Facebook page, brothers and sisters, that you can take the time and look up. All right. Atia's Cuisine. The art of making someone leave you. Be super good to them. If they are wicked, this will make them flee. Now, the point in posting that sister's particular post is because it just goes to show, as we were showing earlier, brothers and sisters, about the aspect of promoting Black businesses. We as people, and when I say people, I mean in regards, in this case, as Black people, are quicker to not want to do business one with another. And it's not to be bashing or disrespectful or anything of that sort. We seem to be the only people who have to set up actual channels and make PowerPoints and make Facebook pages in order to sit there and have our people to want to support us. We put ourselves more so under the criteria and under the knife once it comes down to doing business one with another than any other people, because we don't see the enthusiasm and not enthused and interested in one another in many cases. So this is something we want to sit there and point out, that there are good businesses promoted by good people, for our people, by our people, if you will. All right. Now, what you're looking at is some of the stuff that the sister has, such as the fringes that you see here, the artwork that's done on the clothes, and this particular sister's promotion and items that she does for sale has been promoted on this channel. That description will be put inside of the description, and the link of such, that is, will be put in the description of the video once this video is uploaded. All right. But I just want this to be shown for edification purposes. Next slide, please. Vumsikia. Promote yourself until it pays off. They'll either get mad and delete you or inspired and support you. Now, brothers and sisters, as we were saying before about the power within a person, don't let somebody who doesn't see his or her own authority, his or her own power, his or her own position stop you from doing good things yourself. Take that light that the Creator has put upon you and let that shine. All right. So this is what we want to point out. As it says in the book of Deuteronomy, it is the Most High that gives you strength to get wealth. So when a person, male, female, tries to sit there and, as they say in the street, hate on you, don't sit there and allow that to be your main focus. Just move along past that. Just like it says in the scriptures, it says the haters of the Most High will dwindle away. So if we are made in the image of the Most High, then the haters of us will also dwindle away. Because the Most High is going to do what the Most High is going to do. And we, being the children of the Most High, we can do what we are going to do as well. All right. So this is something we want to point out for edification purposes. Now, what the sister promoted in her post by saying this: promote yourself until it pays off. they'll either get mad and delete you or inspired and support you. Now, I personally have bought certain things from the sister's business, and we're going to show how to support that sister's business in the next slide. And I can guarantee you that you will get your stuff in a timely fashion, and the stuff that you get is good. Otherwise, if there was a problem, I would not for the third time promote that sister's business on this channel. All right, next slide, please. Now, what you're looking at right here is some of the kippot, which is the Hebrew word for hats, and the fringes that go along with it. What you're looking at here, brothers and sisters, is some of the garments that the sister makes. Now, how to get in contact to see what she has and the pricing and how to endorse this, www.styledbyelegance.storenvy.com. All right, so that's the information that you see right here in order to sit there and gain the information in order to see the products for sale. All right, so let's go on, if you will, to the next slide. From Brother Aryal Judah, I think we all can agree on this. Executive producer, the original, the remix, the mixtape, the encore. Showing the aspect of, in this particular meme, familyhood, going from one level to the next level and passing it on down so they can begin to grow up and see a good image. This is something, brothers and sisters, that we want to point out for edification purposes. All right, next slide. From Yiftach Dan, a friend of mine on Facebook. Remember when you said one day I'm going to, whatever that is? Well, there's no time like the present to make today that day. Don't wait for strife and instability for your transformation. Do it as soon as it enters your mind. In other words, don't deal with procrastination. Well, tomorrow it will be, tomorrow I can do it, because we're not going to be here forever. Nonetheless, there will always be a tomorrow. So if you got that message to get something done, don't be upset because someone else didn't do it. Because as the brother Yiftach Dan is pointing out, that's the Most High talking to you, for you to get it done. You understand? Goes on to say, love is an emotion that is often taken advantage of, sometimes by friends, sometimes by spouses, and even by children. That doesn't mean there aren't others who don't deserve the love you have left. So in that particular case, don't be bitter, though it is a human emotion, and sit there and not deal nice and good and comfortable with your own people. Even though you might have been hurt in the past, you might have been burnt in the past, you might have been disrespected in the past. Understand that not every single person is like that. That doesn't mean that there aren't others who don't deserve the love you have left. So taking, for instance, the situation I was talking about earlier, when a brother was doing a particular Hebrew video presentation. And while I was live doing it, there was someone who kept on trying to call and call and call, knowing good and well I was live doing it. You don't take that person's lack of being enthused in what you're presenting and stop and just drop the ball. You don't do that. You understand? You make sure that you don't pass that person the ball, but you make sure that you're going to sit there and make the shot. And this is the point that we want to emphasize for edification purposes. And you will find something that, unless he or she, who is a said hater, will want to sit there and see things to be progress in his or her life, you're going to see him or her standing right there, just keep on looking and hating, and you still do what you do. As it says in the Bible, 1,000 may fall at your side, but it shall not come nigh unto you. So just as we were going over earlier, when it said the haters of the Most High will dwindle, so will your haters dwindle, brothers and sisters. You understand? So moving on into this next particular slide. Keep building your brand, Itamar Judah. Go to Judah Property Services on Facebook and see the great work the brother Itamar and his team are doing to to repair houses. Keep building your brand. That's something that the brother Itamar a friend of mine on Facebook and in real life has sat there and told me. Now I want to sit there and highlight something for edification purposes. Judah Property Services. This is a Facebook page, and from there you can glean information on how to sit there and get the brother and his team of workers to sit there and get things done. As you can see on the left-hand side, an example of such is the good work that was done inside of the bathroom. As you can see the bottom and then the better aspect on the top. See, just look where the actual highlighter or the laser pointer. See how those tiles look, brothers and sisters, compared to this right here? See how by the windowsill this looks compared to this here? So that's just the actual aspect of the some of the examples of the work that the brother and his organization does. One more time, go to Judah Property Services on Facebook, right? And you could begin to see the great work that that particular brother does. All right, next slide. An event in June at Restoration Plaza, the Juneteenth Black Business Expo, Sunday, June 23rd, 2019. Vendors early bird special, $65. Restoration Plaza, which is in Brooklyn, right? Go to the highlighter right there. You can contact Tamar at 929-266-4947, or you can contact brothers and sisters Naftali 718-744-7371. All right, an event in June at Restoration Plaza. So you may want to take down that information, contact Tamar or Naftali at the numbers provided, 718-744-7371, and see what can go on from that particular point. This is presented in this case by Zadik Incorporated and High L Events Present. All right, so just want that to be noted for reason and purposes. Next slide, please. Get this book on lulu.com better than on Amazon. Now, the book cover that you see right here, brothers and sisters, is a book that I released last year. All right, contents, introduction, from Sumer to America, brief history of Israel, Deuteronomy 28, 15 to 68, 12 tribe charts, extra notes on the subject of history, bibliography and acknowledgments, Appendix A, from Sumer to America, Appendix B, Deuteronomy 28:68 extended. All right. So this is something, brothers and sisters, we just want to point out for edification purposes. The part that says extra notes on the subject of history, brothers and sisters, it goes back about being enthused or having enthusiasm in something, because it took a long time to get that particular chapter together. The work that you put in, you will begin to see the results of it later. And that's the kind of aspect that we're dealing with in this particular case here. Now, the brother Naftali that you see right here, which I'm about to highlight in the yellow here, right? He did the book cover that you see here. Now, the reason why I say get this book on lulu.com better than Amazon, brothers and sisters, is because when you buy it on Amazon, even if you have Amazon Prime, all right, you pay more and I, the author, get less. If you go to the direct publisher, lulu.com, you pay less and I get more, because Amazon doesn't take their cut out when you go directly through lulu.com. So I just wanted that to be pointed out. However, some prefer only Amazon, so I did have it put on there for those who want to go that route. Next slide. the new book in a person's contact who makes the covers. This is the new book, giving honor and praise to the creator, that will be re-released, that is, all right, this month, the month of May. All right. And Egypt talking writing. Did the Torah come from the culture of Tameri? Now, I want to emphasize something. This right here, this book cover that you see right here, I know good and well the word culture is spelt wrong. You will find out as an author when you first release something and you let it go on social media, for instance, you make sure it's spelt a little different just in case people try to take it and do things with it and then try to say it was their creation. So that's why that right there was presented in such a spelling with the word culture in that particular regard. Now, brothers and sisters, as pointed out, the brother Naphtali, as we spoke of earlier, is the one who makes the book covers that I use now. Now, his particular also information, logo and identity, event flyers, business cards, posters, banners, resumes, advertising, consulting, and more. All right. You go naftalidavid at hotmail.com or 360 GRAFIXPLUS at gmail.com. All right. 360 graphics plus at gmail.com. 360 GRAFIXPLUS at gmail.com. All right. So that's just something I wanted to show in promoting the business of our people, brothers and sisters. All right. Giving honor and praise unto the creator and the maker of heaven and earth. All right. My particular contact info will also be in the description of this video once it is uploaded. All right. Now, this is for those who already know. This is a remake of the video that was presented earlier, but due to technical difficulties with that one, I took that one down and now redoing it as you see here. Okay. Giving honor and praise unto the Most High. Shalom Lakem.